Welcome back to Cardiff, round 2.
Ding, ding, ding.
I don't know where we are. Austin does.
We're in Whitchurch Village.
We do go to Penarth as well.
This is on the outskirts of Cardiff. That's Cardiff in Welsh.
Oh, that's nice.
All the Welsh people are like, that's really, Cardiff. No, they don't say like that. It's Cardiff. Anyway, moving on. We're in Cardiff, Whitchurch Village. Let's crack on with the picking.
This is meant to be quite a high-end area, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. The only issue is the demographic of the people who live in this area it does sway slightly older. Yeah, it just does. So, and you can see that in the product. However, it is, it's a better, what would you say? It's a better,
Did you see how I grabbed that mug?
I was just watching. That was, yeah. Anyway,
Can you tell what the mug is without looking at the bottom? That's the question.
Yeah, but like 1,000 people have done those. Tesco's, Marks and Spencer, everyone's done those mugs at one point.
It's
That
a certain
style.
shade of cream.
No, I get it. I'm not saying they're exactly the same, but... Well,
These are really nice. Emma Bridgewater dad mug. I wish it was Father's Day. It's not. £5 that was. And these I picked up. These were too worn, unfortunately. But these are...
I think I catch the brand in a minute. They are Zach.
No. It's Meramiko. I'm going to put the brand here. And it's a collaboration with Zach. And they're actually a really cool mug. But there's too much wear. We actually put the Emma Bridgewater one back because there was a crack in the handle.
These are Balmain trousers. Or Balmain, depending on how you say it. It should be Balmain, but I'm just saying. These are just kind of suit trousers. They were $3.50 though. Not bad at all. I would say, however, a lot of the tailoring from kind of, the tag was one as well, a lot of the tailoring from years gone by, these were probably like early 90s, late 80s, they weren't like good tailoring, but it was just basic suits. It wasn't the kind of Balmain you know of today.
Well, also, they're, in most cases, especially those high-end trousers, they're custom to the human.
Yeah, they would be. Especially if you can't usually find a label, you find a label which makes no sense at all, or there'll be like not a name, but a few different words which don't make sense together. It's usually because it's a custom order and they're just reference numbers.
These are actually really nice. I didn't pick them up because I think I personally, for my stock, think the colour's a bit too niche. If they were black, I probably would have gone for it.
I think they're quite nice, like aubergine.
Yeah, they were £8.
The retail was like 100 and something.
Yeah, I would say that's a safe investment. You would get about 40 back for them. They're a nice shoe. This
is where I found the crack on the edge of the mug. It wasn't on the edge, it was on the handle, sorry.
Emma Bridgewater mugs still do really well. If you look up Emma Bridgewater mugs and then go to sold highest, you can see which niche ones are the best ones to pick up.
In the same respect, like Pyrex, when you see Pyrex, 100%. Certain prints are like really like up there, some are like just a bit meh.
That one goes for about 20 to 25 if you want to push it.
What was the winner for the dad mugs? You said there was another one. Blue
Blue Star went for 45 on bids.
In the same kind of dad print, but just the different colours. Yeah, okay, cool.
I think this is the coloured hearts and spots and the blue stars are the OGs.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think so. I'm not an Emma Bridgewater expert.
We knew a lady who was, didn't we?
We knew an Emma Bridgewater expert.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, do you remember?
No.
We're going after
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I do.
Yeah, she had some interesting pieces, actually.
She did indeed.
God, just clicked in, turned up.
Bethany's woke up. It's only halfway through the day, but there you go.
We're doing a voiceover for this literally just before we fly. So
if it's total madness, excuse us. There is madness around us. We're packing, we're doing this, we're doing that.
When they go abroad, they check that they got their passport 74 times.
And then reprint.
And then forget, like, travel insurance, for example.
Literally. Yeah. These are Ralph Lauren. They were kind of worn. They weren't a bad price, but not something we'd pick up really. I find Ralph Lauren trainers don't do that well.
They produce a lot of outlet of that style trainer, the plimp
and that was one trainer. Of them. Their boots and stuff, they're like really high end, like their boots and their loafers. The loafers, yeah. The canvas and the kind of the basic leather pumps, not so much.
They do like 2025 in good condition.
Yeah, but not once again. Like not if you're paying like I think they were £8 or £9.
I'm just trying to keep it positive up in here, Oz.
Yeah, there's positivity, but there's also just talking nonsense to be a happy chappy. This was really nice. I wanted it for myself, and then I was like, oh, do you know what, £10? Am I being cheap? Am I not? It was vintage. You can tell because they have like what look like the children's size labels in them. This was XXL, although they said like 4XL on the tag.
Because it was massive.
It was that's the other reason it's older. Ralph's XXLs even. Back in the day, honestly, they were like, I can say this as a larger human, they were like tents. I'm talking, if you were, 4XL, 3XL in this country, a double would be oversized for you back then. But now it's very different. A XXL now just fits
American sizing, isn't it?
Yeah. God, I miss those times.
Oh, those times of being able to fit
Buy
in
a
clothes.
tent. Like it says on the label, it's only double X on their label, but the cancer, what do they call cancer research? Put like triple XL. No,
Do you know
quadruple
what?
XL.
I'm starting to bundle cancer research shops in with British Heart Foundations.
What, as in the prices?
Yeah, 'cause they have a lot of new stuff in store, which is like my pet peeve for charity shops. Hate
Oh,
on me,
you
if
mean like the
will.
stuff you have on shelves and kind of like, I know, umbrellas and
it.
belts and stuff like
Yeah.
that, yeah?
And this one's like notorious for that, but also the prices are creeping up a bit, I think.
Yeah, maybe once again, but like what you just said, oh, that's cool. We don't want to necessarily bring it down and be like, oh god, charity shops are expensive. I do think though, the more and more time goes on, it will just creep up,
I mean,
and
you'll
that's kind of
find
part of what we're
something.
doing.
You'll find something in any charity shop if you know what you're looking for and you're plugged in.
Like we said in the podcast, go and find it. That's your challenge. Go and find the really good item, which is cheap. You know,
it just makes it less fun.
Yeah, I think it's more the disappointment. I don't know if anyone listening is the same, but you see something you're like, oh look, I found it. Oh, it's £22.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And
it's very much that.
I also hate the plastic hangers they use in here.
Well, plastic hangers. Sorry and all that.
No, it's not. They have like a J.
Would you rather them in landfill? They've been produced. Let's use them up.
They weren't produced in the first place.
That's not the question. They have been produced.
Do you know why I know a charity shop will be great if there are wooden hangers?
You mean that'd be expensive now?
Yeah, but it means you're going to find good things.
Good stuff. This was Alpine Low, which sells really, really well for us across the board. No matter what the item, we've sold everything from hats to water bottles and everything in between. But it was scagged. I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but yeah, there's one on the back as well. But it was scagged all over. It was that kind of like that.
You do well on that brand, like
really well.
Fleeces. You do well on.
Oh, fleeces really well.
Also, ladies wear in that brand. I find it's a cool like ladies hike.
We'll pop up a logo because I don't think I showed the label.
What's that new core? Gorp core,
yeah, as in it's anything which is kind of like North Face and like ACG and hiking.
I found this. Seen Worn Kept is an Anthropology brand. It was £5. Nice bit of embroidery there. It is my least favourite Anthropology brand. I have never sold a piece of Seen Worn Kept.
Really?
Never.
Interesting. This was a beaut.
Toast dress, which is like waffle print. Newer tags, and newer tags was like 80 quid, which makes me think it's an older piece because nothing's 80 quid in toast anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was £20. Now, I actually don't think that's a bad price for something new with tags. Now, I tell you why I didn't get it. Because it is the most untoasty toast thing I've ever seen.
It looks like Whistles, or for my... I think I keep saying that. I've said that to you before. But it looks very Whistles because we had a Whistles dress in almost the same colour.
It's very contemporary, whereas toast is very like utilitarian, boho.
Like faded blacks and like navies and...
Cottage core meets Gorp core meets art teacher on their holidays. Yeah, I like picking up the toasty toast stuff. This was cool. Also toast. If you'll notice, this was silk woven, but it was very, very, very snagged for £10. But if you'll notice, it has a red dot on the label, which means it was a sale item.
There you go.
Which doesn't really matter to anyone here. I don't think people particularly mind it or are hugely aware of it. But
that's how it's differentiated, really, isn't it? Quickly.
Yeah, a black spot means it's a sample piece or outlet, and a red spot means it's sale. But that was too snagged for me for £10. Sometimes you can get away with it if it's just got one and it's a really exceptional piece, but that wasn't. Look, an example of all the new stuff I don't like.
That's true. Do you know what? I think that's the end of Whitchurch Village. But I was going to say, with regards to toast, it's bad that they mark sale stuff, isn't it? I'm just thinking about but sale I think is terrible.
Do you know why? Because it's not a massive. It wasn't a massive corporation when
it's
getting bigger and bigger and bigger and expanding.
So we've magically zoomed to Penarth because that's what we do.
I like saying Penarth. It's the only Welsh town I can say.
My mum says Penarth, like it's two separate words. I don't know why.
She's really Welsh, so she says
You say that? I don't think she is.
She's the most Welsh person. You know Gavin and Stacey, the lady that makes the omelettes?
No, she doesn't sound like her. No, it's not. Really?
Yes,
yeah, true. Yeah. Okay, anyway, moving on. Hugo Boss, long sleeve shirt. Can't see how much it is. Austin's camera work is useless as always.
Austin.
I know, it was nice though.
Hugo Boss sells well. We don't tend to pick it up, but it does sell well.
As long as the shirts aren't too stand out, because I find like kind of the more plain stuff for Hugo Boss sells.
If you're doing menswear and you're specialising in menswear, it's definitely a pick up for you.
I spy some shorts I like. I love shorts. If anyone doesn't know, I just like living shorts.
Nice.
No, not those at all.
They're not nice.
Polo linen.
Royal and awesome.
Yeah. No, they're really... Yeah, I know, I thought that. These were 100% linen. They had a few little spots, kind of... What do you call it? Like they almost like they've rusted. They've got like dots of
I
rust. Do you
call
know
them
what I mean?
age spots.
Age spots, okay. But on white linen, when it kind of spreads out, it just looked a bit bad.
Stoom.
Yeah, for some reason it took me about 12 years to find the actual there it is, I'm looking at it now, but it took me about 12 years to find the actual composition content.
Do you know why that's funny? Because on the top.
Oh, the very first one, yeah.
Yeah.
Ralph has so many labels though. Look, and again,
looking?
I'm still going. Go on, Osh, you can do it, son. Let's keep going. No, that there you go. Gotta be proud.
You looked at that twice.
All I'm going to say is there was obviously things going on around me. Probably like no one else in the shop.
No shorts are really well good condition, but they have to be clean for obvious reasons.
And to be honest, it doesn't matter so much. Even if you have a few little marks, if you got black or navy or something, on white, they have to be like pristine white. Because people who wear white stuff wanted to be like white.
We haven't found any swim shorts this season yet.
No, we haven't. We
Love
found
finding
loads
swim
last year.
shorts. Yeah, like...
Velcro, polo, everything.
I think we found them off season though.
Maybe. Right, I wanted to show these. These were Hugo Boss. They're actually decent condition and they weren't very expensive. 15 quid. Actually, they are expensive. What am I talking about? But they'd been worn. You know what I mean? It's like a fade. They've a really good condition, but they're really faded and worn.
But was that the colour?
No, it was definitely like
maybe
you could
someone's
just tell
really
by
good at
touching
washing.
them. Look at the black ones next. Maybe someone's good at washing.
Yeah, like
maybe.
Do you know what I mean? Like washing and pressing.
Yeah, that looks like a mum job, doesn't it? That
Yeah.
doesn't look like you've done those yourself.
My mum stands and does all the ironing. I find that bizarro.
She's a special ironer.
Yeah.
This was cool.
This was cool. Can anyone tell me about this brand?
Frederick Anderson.
I'm gonna leave that out there.
I don't think they make it anymore. You can buy it online.
Did you look it up?
I did indeed.
Oh, wow.
I don't think they make it anymore. Everything was kind of pre-owned. I could find.
Sweaty Betty, new label, £15. I wouldn't pay it for just a mesh white t-shirt. I just wouldn't.
How much is it?
15.
Yeah,
it
a
hurts
lot.
me because you only get about 25 to 30 for them. So I would expect a lower price, but this was nice. This is Goat.
What a go!
Goat is an amazing brand. I love Goat. This was £16, but it was 100% silk. Once again, there were condition issues though, and I'm not saying that all Welsh shops have condition issues.
Or Welsh people like me.
I'm just
I have a
saying-
condition issue.
I'm just saying that had condition issues, but I would have bought it for £16 had it not. Honestly, I
Going
would
back
have
to this. Sorry.
Wait, let me finish.
Let you finish.
I would put it up for about 150.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just thinking now. Going back to Sweaty Betty, based on the fact that on one of our TK Maxx videos, you bought a top or a pair of leggings or something for £15. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's
For
what
that,
I'm
do you know what I
saying.
mean? I mean, that was brand new, obviously, with tags from TK Maxx.
Yeah, it
so
was brand new tags. Austin's hitting the sale rail, which is my favourite place to be. Everyone knows that because I am cheap.
we love the sale rail. Well, do you know what? It's not being cheap, but it's being thrifty.
Which is
Let's go with
funny,
that.
isn't it? Because
Yeah.
that's the whole process.
She's a nice one.
This is a Hush slogan top. It says happy. It was $1.99.
Does it really?
Yes. It was $1.99. Now,
It has a spot on it,
it
funny
does.
enough.
It has got a
it come up?
condition issue, but we are going to try and wash it for $1.99. So you can afford to make, these purchases if they're cheap. And slogan t-shirts from Hush sell really, 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 really fast.
Yeah,
I
there's a
found
spot.
about
There's a spot.
I found about 3 or 4 recently in a shop in Wales, and I paid £3 each for them, and I sold each one for £25 on Vinted.
I didn't realise, like, Hush is known, like, obviously, I remember now, but originally, I didn't know, when I first knew about the star and the, Cashmere, if you can find it, or whatever, I didn't know they were so well known for, like, any kind of slogan.
Yeah, it's like a
It's like a cult thing. Yeah, cool.
A lightning bolt and things like that. Right, this is the first ever piece of Joe Brand. Oh, do I pick up later?
Yes.
All right, okay. I will show you and talk about it later, but it's a piece of Joe Brown's. I've never picked Joe Brown's up, and I took a punt.
It sounds like you're saying Joe Brand, like the comedian.
Joe Brown's.
Yeah, I know how to say it. I'm just saying it sounds like you're saying.
Browns.
Do you like the comedian? Is that why you keep saying it like that?
Comedic value.
Oh, God.
O'Neill shorts there that Austin seems to be taken by.
Yeah, I
because They
do.
are orange, maybe?
Do you know, I find, when I look back at these things, I find, what am I looking at? Why am I looking at this? I saw a little logo, I was like, Lululemon? No, not at all.
I do love a sale rail and a charity shop, mind. I find they're less and far between. of more recent times. And I always find that if it's like a £1 one outside the front of the shop, it's always going to be a bit dodgy.
Rough. Yeah, it's true. If that, how many times have you bought something decent outside?
And sometimes I actually do think this. So let's all be honest with the audience. Sometimes I do
Don't
it
bother.
outside, and I'm like, oh God, I'm doing the rail outside. People will think. What will people think?
I clearly know nothing.
Do you think
I'm doing
that
the real-
sometimes?
No, I don't think that at all. However, I do feel the outside. Oh, this is cool. This was full leather, and it was a Vince jacket from.
Do you know why? It's because if the rail's outside, they don't mind if it gets nicked.
Probably.
That's Vince. It's full leather. Vince is a great brand, American brand, sells better in America. So open up your GSP. It was £32,
Random.
which is firstly random, secondly quite expensive.
It was lamb as well.
But it was lamb nappa, which is really super super soft leather.
It's a very, very good leather for anyone who's not really into leathers. It's not just a kind of.
It's a great keyword.
Yeah, lamb nappa, lamb leather. These are a vibe. Tell it to me.
These are right. I'm going to tell you a story. These are IDA, and they sell them at Bamford. Bamford's a really high end sort of like basic shop, but they do a lot of cashmere and stuff like that. I saw a pair of these earlier in the day in a shop we didn't record.
New with tags.
Yeah, for £10, and I didn't get them. And then I saw another pair there for £7.50, and I took a punt. I'll tell you more about them in a minute. This is a Joseph knit mohair knit top with a bit of a sparkle. £15, which isn't bad. It's old label Joseph. I don't think I'd pay £15.
No,
I just wouldn't. But going back to the IDA trousers, jeans, they're really cool. They're like a flared crop with a raw edge, and they've got like a plaited waistband.
It looks like a plaited belt, yeah.
Yeah, they retail for between 200 and 275 from Bamford. And so for £7.50, I had to do it because they were haunting me. I'd never seen them before in a charity shop, and then two pairs at once. This I kept in for all my Laura Ashley ladies, who are probably going to tell me you should have bought that. It is a pink made in Great Britain, £7, polka dot. It wasn't floral. Love a floral. However, I'm starting to think now polka dot. That's very like cottagecore.
Yeah,
like,
it's true.
A very summer vibe.
And it's also not. It's not just like black or brown or kind of unless it's like a core print or a fabric. I think they're a bit meh, but that's cool.
Yeah, you can tell me I'm a bad person in the comments. Go ahead. I'll wait.
I'm literally going to type now.
Are you? I found those are in my hand, which seem like.
I love how you touched that. Is it a swan?
Well, they're brass swans, and I'm probably going to get told as well that brass swans are a vibe because I saw someone else pick up a brass.
Swan?
No, maybe it was a swan, or maybe it was an elephant.
Oh, well, I mean, they're easy to get kind of mixed up. One is a humongous thing with a trunk,
No,
and the
it
other is a
wasn't.
small thing.
It was a stalk.
A stalk, okay. That's similar. I give you that.
Yeah.
You can see
they sell really well.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Also, next to that was some Zara Home knobs. You're looking at me with a plain expression on your face.
But I don't know why you got to curse all the time.
But they were new.
Okay.
So I thought there might have been some money in it, but they were £3 a packet, and I thought,
I'm not buying what you're selling, lady.
Yeah.
This shop we're walking to now, it has the most random mix. I reckon like, what, 80% of this is all Zara new with tags though.
Yeah, well, it's a British. Well, it's not British Heart. It's a British Red Cross, which is my favourite charity shop.
Right.
That and Mercy and the Children. Mercy for the Children.
Yep.
Right? Those are my two favourite charity shops. Now, this one breaks all the rules because it is absolutely rubbish.
Yeah. Do you know?
They get donations, corporate donations of Zara, which I think is really, really, really cool.
It is, and they have some lovely stuff. If you want to go shopping, I was going to say, if you want to buy like your Zara stuff a bit cheaper, like, and this is new stuff. It's not like from like 5 years ago or anything, you know.
No, it's just corporate gifting, and they don't rip the labels out or anything like that. So it's really super cool. And to be honest with you, in some cases you can actually make money, especially the shoes. This shop,
this was cool. Sorry to interrupt you.
It's like 80%.
Yeah, it is.
Zara.
And they pick a few like hand-picked things like this. Sabutio from World Cup '94, which was the USA. It was up for 50 quid. It had some extra bits and pieces inside as well. But I actually I'm not a Sabutio guy. We've sold some Sabutio before, but the packaging was immense. Honestly, if I was a footballer, I would have bought it just to display. It was cool. It was that cool.
I used to play Sabutio with my dad.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah. Well,
interesting fact.
I say that he used to play Sabutio and make me watch.
Another interesting fact is these are the worst quality Alexander McQueen-esque shoes you've ever seen in your life. I wanted to show the cameras just because, I mean, it's just, no.
It's also illegal to sell fakes in retail premises. Thank you. Bye.
And they are branded as such, so What was this?
Oh, this is Kate Moss Topshop, 50% off of £7, which would be £3.50.
Yep.
Top of my head. Now, one of the resellers on Instagram, I know his name, but Reseller UK. I'll put it here somewhere. I'll put it on the screen because I'm feeling nice today.
Yep.
He had a really good Kate Moss sale the other day, and
Look
I was
what I've spotted.
Ooh. So Kate Moss Topshop is still doing really good money, and it is probably after the Johnny Depp Kate Moss.
Situ.
Yes.
I perved on these Louboutins for a while. Then I asked the lady, she looked at me, gone off, and I said, can I have a look at them? These were as new, they were authentic,
Size
and they
3.
were £300.
Which, can we just clarify?
It's pretty much, I think it's probably more than retail was then when these were made. These are like...
It's more than retail now for a yellow pump.
I don't know what patent costs.
I'm going to put it. It's going to be right here on the screen.
Cool. But I'm saying when they were released, they weren't that expensive.
That was too expensive.
That was too expensive.
That was too expensive.
Too much. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been a very expensive Cardiff trip. We will see you very, very soon.
In the island.
Wow.